inside the Facebook group. Is that live? Okay, we are live. Welcome to today's session on how to use AI employees. Now, if you thought AI couldn't get any more sexy, you're about to see something the sexiest of all the sexy things in sexy land, because we have just had a whole bunch of amazing new AI features drop in Techmatics, and they are amazing. Even me and my little chinny chin chin, open mouth dropped on the floor. Now, we are going to have an absolutely incredible human being, an amazing friend and long-term partner of Techmatics, Mario, who will be doing a demonstration for us and a presentation today on using AI employees in your business. We're going to be taking a look at the new AI voice agent. What does this mean? This means that you guys have a full-time 24/7 employee in your business, if you have a Techmatics account, that answers the phone for you and has real interactive conversations with the people that phone you. They take their contact details. It stores that contact in your system if they're not already a contact. So now you're getting leads by people just phoning you. If you already have that contact in the system, then the AI agent will update the contact record. And you can then even program the AI agent to either filter them through to other phone numbers and act like a switchboard, or simply just take a message for you to then go and follow them up. We're going to show you how to set that up, and I'm going to show you behind the scenes and how this works using my little phone here. And Mario has some other super amazing new tools that he's going to be showing you as well. Now, this truly is absolute groundbreaking, brand new released technology. And anyone who starts using this in their business in the next few weeks, days, or months is going to be at a different level from their competition. There is absolutely no way that your competitors are going to stand a chance at being able to compete with you if they don't have the technology or implement the technology that you guys now have access to. And you'll be very pleased to know that, as I always say, you can still do what we're going to show you today, even if you are as tech savvy as a potato. So do not fear. We're going to walk you through step by step. And I promise you, we have tried to make this as friendly as possible. And we have made this as simple and easy enough, hopefully, for a 10-year-old to follow. So if this is just over your head, hire a teenager or a child, because they're going to be able to help you, I promise. And of course, we have the amazing Techmatics support team who will be able to help you too. Now, Mario, who's going to be presenting today, isn't just going to be talking about Techmatics AI. He has some other very sexy AI tools that will make a considerable difference to the number of leads that you can bring in and to the conversions and the sales in your customer journey that can be totally taken care of for you in a way that's going to make your customers' jaw drops and your competitors just go, oh no. Who's excited? I'm excited. Let me introduce to you, my friends, the incredible, the amazing Mario Aldeas, who has been head of AI and head of chat support in Techmatics for the past 2 years. If you have ever used the live chat support in Techmatics, I know you love it. This man here is the guy behind it. Mario, you're an absolute genius and legend when it comes to all things tech, advanced workflows, AI stuff. This man is on top of it all of the time. He is my go-to source of information. If you think, where does Sarah find all this stuff out and know how to do it? This man here. He is my secret weapon when it comes to all of this stuff. And it's been an absolute honor to have him behind the scenes at Techmatics. So thank you so much, Mario. We're really excited to have you here today. Thank you for being awake in the middle of the night in the US to come and deliver this presentation for us. And I look forward to being able to learn some tricks from you today, because I know you're teaching stuff that even I don't know how to do yet today. So thank you so much, Mario.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Sarah. That was quite the introduction. I'm going to go ahead and start by sharing my screen. Are you able to see my screen, Sarah?
Just if you press share screen, I can now add you to the stage right here like so.
All right. Wrong button. Slideshow. All right. So hi, all of Techmatics community members and Legends Lab members. My name is Mario Aldius, and I am with Techmatics as the AI expert and the Techspert, as I call them. What I want to talk about today is empowering your business with AI. Now, we're going to go through a bunch of different things from features in Techmatics to different softwares you can use. And what I want you to get out of this presentation is that AI is achievable, it's valuable, and it's something that's easily deployable, especially inside of Techmatics. And I even have some interactive show and tell stuff, as Sarah was saying earlier with her cell phone that we're going to try, and I'll encourage all of you to pull out your cell phones and do the same. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So my name is Mario. Again, I am from Wisconsin and Maryland. I have never been to Australia yet, but I will be visiting there soon. I am currently the head of AI at Techmatics. I do live in Ohio. And I have found and built several different companies, including marketing agencies, AI businesses, all sorts of things before I came to work with Sarah as her head of AI. So what is AI to you? Now, a lot of people, when I talked about AI or when I give presentations on AI, I get two responses. The first response is AI is just a shiny object. It's just something that's distracting. It's not valuable. It is really just not a tool that people are even willing to entertain. The second response I get is it's the Terminator, that it's going to take over the world, and all of a sudden all of these bad things are going to happen and AI is going to crush us and all this bad stuff. And to that I say, AI is really a tool. It's not just a is there opportunity for bad things? Absolutely. But that's where we as humans come in to regulate that. So what is AI at the end of the day? AI is a broad field of technologies that allow computers to perform tasks that usually require human intelligence. So I had a really great conversation earlier with a gentleman who was talking about his perception of AI. And one of the things he told me was, listen, AI is no different. And we were at a very large conference setting. And he said, AI is no different than us here at the conference. We walk up to each other, we ask each other questions, we speak to each other, we lean on each other for resources, for guidance, for information. AI is just another tool to be able to do that. It's another entity or object that we're able to interact with that provides some sort of meaningful feedback to us. And that's really what AI is. Now, AI can be broken down into a variety of different things. It can be broken down to artificial machine intelligence. It can be broken down into general intelligence, just plain large language models. There's all sorts of things in AI that make up the singular term AI. So AI can be as simple as what we call a robotic process automation, and it can be as complex as the high reasoning of ChatGPT Strawberry, for example. So with AI, you are able to level the playing field against other businesses and larger companies. It's arming smaller companies, if used strategically, to make the playing field more level with content creation and a luxury that's beyond the reach of typically small to medium-sized enterprises. AI is the most affordable, effective solution for taking information and digesting that information or creating new information and being able to speak intelligibly about those different things. Now, what happens if we don't adapt? This is a question that I get all the time. And honestly,
Sorry, Mario, can I just interrupt you? We're getting a bit of background noise. I'm just wondering whether it's coming from you or somebody else.
I don't think it's coming from me, but let me turn on Crisp really quick. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, there's a lot of background talking happening from somewhere.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Cool.
All right, let me go back into StreamYard.
We are live, okay.
All right, is that a little bit better?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds a bit better.
Okay, perfect. So I get a lot of questions about what happens if we don't adapt. Sarah, do you remember Blockbuster? Do you guys have Blockbusters in Australia?
Yes, old movies.
Do you remember Kodak cameras?
Oh, yeah.
You remember those big, Polaroids, things like that? Well, Netflix
Oh,
ate
yeah.
Blockbuster. Cryptocurrency and digital cameras killed Kodak. Amazon killing bookstores. Polaroid Corporation filing for bankruptcy. Taxis and Ubers, taxi drivers. You guys have Uber in Australia, right, Sarah?
We do.
Exactly. And when was the last time you took a proper taxi?
Don't remember.
Exactly. And that's because these companies and these technologies failed to adapt to the new information that was presented to them. It's a resistance to change, a lack of vision and leadership, inadequate technological adoption, and a failure to understand trends and consumer behaviors. The key phrase on this one is consumer behavior, because our customers need content. Our customers need a lot of information. We need to listen to what they want and be able to answer them more effectively. That's why we developed AI. That's why AI has come about, because consumers wanted an opportunity to get faster information at a lower cost. So can AI help your business? Sarah, do you remember before you had AI, how you used to book appointments manually?
Oh,
And do you remember?
seriously, I say to people all the time, I don't even know how I used to live without ChatGPT. Anyone else? Does anyone else feel like that? How did we do it before ChatGPT?
Oh
I
my
have
gosh.
no idea.
Do you remember the outage we had that was like 6 hours last month? And I think you and I both, we messaged each other like, oh my God, ChatGPT is down. And then I
Yeah.
got a message from Johan and probably 20 other people all talking on Facebook like, oh my gosh, what do we do without ChatGPT? I swear I thought Techmatics was going to come to a grinding halt for like 6 hours because we didn't have ChatGPT.
Well, do you know what was
Um,
absolutely hilarious is that we were running my content creation bootcamp where we were all using all of my prompts to create a year's worth of content in 2 days. And we were like, we broke ChatGPT globally.
yep.
We almost had to go to the other side and use some Gemini and stuff, but don't tell GPT we said.
I will never tell my GPT that I use Claude. I don't want my GPT to be mad at me. But you're talking about using text messages, about making phone calls. You just hit on a really good point. Your content creation boot camp, which is developing those social media assets, consistently being the key, having that full year's content plan. And previously, you'd have to hire a graphic designer, hire a copywriter, you'd have to hire a branding expert, you'd have all these different people that you had to hire just to accomplish this one really simple task effectively. And now GPT makes that totally available and totally affordable right at your fingertips. Now, I know that I've been droning on for probably about 15 minutes here at this point. Little bit of technical difficulty on the front end. Thank you everybody who stuck around and has been continuing to watch this. I'm actually now going to get into some cool things using AI to actually show you how the evolution of AI has taken place.
And before we do that, I want to give everybody a sneak peek of what's coming. Can we do that now?
Yeah, let's do that now.
So I'm going to just, before we get into some more of uber cool stuff, I want to give you guys a sneak peek of what you're going to be learning on this call today, just to show you why it's important to keep hanging around. So I have a phone number for my business. Now, until this week, I have hidden that phone number from my own mother because I don't let anyone call my mobile phone. I do not pick up the phone if it's a withheld number. I don't even pick up the phone if it's not an appointment in my calendar. I just am somebody who is like, if it's not an appointment, I'm not answering it. As a result, obviously, I'm aware of the fact that I've probably lost a lot of leads, right? However, we are now in a position. How many people have phones and just don't answer the phone? I don't know if this is like the introverted side of my ambivert behavior or whether it's just that's the age we live in. And I'm like, oh, and I watch the phone ring and until it hangs up. But we're now in an age whereby you can now give your phone number to the world. And I do recommend that you've purchased a business number and not your real personal number that you're giving to the world for all kinds of security and safety reasons. However, this is what we're going to do today, my friends. This phone number here is my office number, and I'm going to ring it and show you what happens.
Hi there. Thank you for calling Sarah Cordner. I am Sarah's AI receptionist. How can I help you today?
Oh, hey, I was just wondering if Sarah can help me create an online course. Is that what she does?
Absolutely. Sarah specializes in helping people create online courses and build a business around them. Could I get your first name so we can have someone from the team reach out to you?
Yeah, sure. But just first, I'm a nurse and I want to create kind of more medical stuff. Can Sarah help me with that? Because it's a very specialized industry.
Sarah has experience working with experts from various fields, including specialized industries like yours. She can definitely help you create a course tailored to the medical field. Could I have your first name, please?
Yeah, sure. It's Sarah.
Great. Just to make sure I've got it right, your name is Sarah. Was that correct?
Yep. Hello?
Perfect, Sarah. Could I also get your email address so we can contact you?
Yeah, it's sarah@sarahcordiner.com.
Just to make sure I've got it right, your email address is sarah@sarahcoordinator.com.
Oh,
Is that correct?
Not quite. Cordiner is spelled Cordiner.
Got it. So your email is sarah@sarahcoordiner.com. Is that correct?
That's the one.
Perfect. Now, could you tell me a bit more about the issue or query you have for Sarah's team?
Yeah, so like I said, I've just come out of nursing and I want to start creating health-based courses. I'm not sure whether I want to create a membership or a coaching program. And I also don't have much of a budget. So I don't know how much Sarah charges, but if you could just send me the pricing and the options, please.
Sure thing. I've noted down your interest in creating health-based courses and your questions about pricing and options. A team member will reach out to you soon with all the details. Just a quick reminder, Sarah is based in Australia, so keep that in mind for time zones. You can also email her directly at sarah@sarahcordner.com if needed. Thank you for reaching out, Sarah. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Can I just hang on before you go? Oh, hello? Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh,
What
cool.
else can I help you with?
Can you tell Sarah that she's really sexy?
Haha. I'll make sure to pass along your compliment. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yes. Can you just tell her that I think she's absolutely amazing?
Absolutely. I'll be sure to let her know you think she's amazing. Anything else you'd like to share?
That's all. Thank you. Hello? Okay, she's gone.
Isn't that amazing? Mind-blowing.
Who thinks that's amazing? This isn't like a bunch of prompts that it's reading, which is like the old voice AI. This is an actual interactive conversation that could keep going on and on and on and on. And you can train it and retrain it and let it know everything about your business. And you can keep retraining it. I've programmed mine to just take a message and pass it on, like you've just seen there. You can program it to send it out to switchboards, to phone Sarah's personal phone if it went through a certain sequence of conditions. You can train it to put Sarah or the caller in a particular workflow automation that will then trigger off a whole bunch of other stuff, like sending me the quote form that will then send me the quote that will then automatically follow up with the quote without you being involved at all. Who wants to know how to do this? Give me a yes in the comments. Oh my God, yes, we have a yes. Yes, we have a yes. Well, guess what, my furry friends? You are in luck because we are going to show you today exactly how you can do that so that you never have to answer a phone call ever again. And that even when you're sleeping or sipping pina coladas, your AI voice agent, i.e. a receptionist that works 24 hours a day, is going to be managing your business for you. OMG. So I'm going to hand back over to Mario because that's just one of the things he's going to tell you about in this session, which by the end of it, you will know how to make this too. We are seeing some absolute whoop-de-whoop comments in the live stream here. So Mario, keep ticking our little pickles here because we're all excited.
Sounds good. So you actually raised a really good point, Sarah, that you were able to continue the conversation, even though technically speaking, you could have ended it or it could have ended it at any time. It waited to listen to your response, and it actually responded differently based on the information you provided it over time, which traditional intelligent voice routing and all these other fancy phone systems and things that you used to buy, none of them can do that. So let's kind of crack under the hood. So we just everybody saw how it actually works, right? You got a chance to hear it, you got a chance to listen to it, and you know that, okay, this thing sounds really cool, but it's like, man, you know what the biggest problem in AI is, Sarah? It's uncertainty, it's fear, that's going to be overwhelming. That's the most resounding piece of feedback I get when it comes to, well, how, can I deploy this in my business? It's going to be too much work. Well, guess what, guys? You know how long that took us to set up? 5 minutes. That's how long it takes us to set up Sarah Cordner's AI receptionist. 5 minutes. And I'm going to show you
me 7 minutes to do the other night. And there was a video I even put up where I was in my pajamas wearing reindeer horns doing it. 7 minutes it took to make that AI receptionist.
You never put on the bunny ears I sent you.
Oh, yeah. I'll find them.
Yeah, you forgot about my bunny ears. Anyways, so let's break under the hood, Sarah. Let's take a look at the actual AI receptionist. So when we first break into the AI receptionist, and we can actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and create a new one really quick so I can show how easy it is to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into Voice Agents AI. So you guys can find this in your Techmatics portal under Settings and Voice Agents. Okay, so it's not under the Marketing tab. It's not under Automations. It's going to be under the Voice AI Agents inside of the Settings tab. So in the Settings tab, we're inside of the Voice AI Agents. Now you can see here, you have a couple different options for AI. You've got Conversation AI, we've got Workflow AI, we've got Reputation AI, we've got all kinds of AI in here. And we call this the Techmatics AI Employee. Now, let's go ahead and create a voice agent really quick. And what I want to do, Sarah, do you like boats?
I love boats, especially when there's pina coladas on them.
I know. I love pina coladas, and I love boats too. But you know what a big challenge is when you're buying a boat? Is that oftentimes you can't really call the boat dealership while you're at work. Would you say that's pretty accurate? You don't really have time at work to call the boat dealership. So how do you schedule an appointment after hours? Well, guess what? You got to leave a voicemail. And that sounds really terrible. I mean, I hate leaving voicemails for businesses, and 7 to 8 out of 10 customers have historically said that they will drop off if they receive a voicemail. But this voice AI completely negates that drop off and brings it down to maybe 1 to 2 people that just really don't want to interact with an AI or are unfamiliar with it. And we're going to call this Happy Days Voting. All right, and we're going to take this and we're going to make this Alice, calm and composed.
So just to let everyone know there are a whole bunch of different kinds of voices that you can choose from down in this selection. Now, at the moment, the options there are fairly limited. They're quite basic right now. This is a new release, and these things will keep being updated. We've already had questions from our Aussies, like, will there be an Aussie voice? Yes. I am sure there is one coming. So for now, pick from your selection of applicants that you've had apply for your receptionist job from the list below, and there will be updates in the future.
Absolutely. And that's a really good point, Sarah. We're constantly iterating on this and growing the information available. We're growing the prompting, we're growing the voice counts. We've got over 500 voices currently in development at the moment. 500 different voices from around the world in different languages and all manner of things you can think of. So the good news is, are we releasing an Aussie voice? Yes. When? Probably January.
OMG, shut the front door. This is getting too exciting by the minute. Now, Mario is going to be showing you the continuation of setting up one of these agents. And by the way, we're also going to let you have a sneak peek at my one that I've already created in 7 minutes the other night, so that we can also show you one that's already been done as well. So here we go. We're going to have a little bit of a play on setting up an agent. Now, we might not be selling boats around here, Mario, so we might want to change it. We all sell courses and speaking gigs and consulting, and we all have amazing experts around here. So maybe we have some kind of like salesperson or receptionist that's part of our course or memberships business.
Okay, totally fair. So let's do Content Creator Pro. And we'll call that, this is a video production and content creation company. They offer coaching courses. So we're going to call them Content Creator Pro. Are you interested in our coaching programs or video production? And video production can be anything, you know, webinars, all sorts of things. But what we've done right now is we've just established the initial framework of building out this AI agent. So we're going to hit next, and we're going to look at what we want to collect. So we're name, email, and the contacts issue. And we want to receive an email to all users at the end of the call completion. Now, this is really cool, Sarah, and this is a new feature we just released last week, is this will actually send you the full transcript and a recording of the call. So if there's any mismatch of information, you're absolutely able to see that information. It's also automatically going to add a call summary to the contact as a note. Those are two really valuable pieces of information that ensure that you get the highest accuracy of information. Now, one of the really cool things, Sarah, is this is all it takes to set up a voice agent.
Done.
That's it.
That's it.
That was maybe 3 minutes of work. Absolutely. Now yours.
Who thinks they can do that? Can we just have like in the chat comments, who thinks they can do that? You go to voice agent, you give her a name or him a name, you pick the voice you want, you choose what information you want your receptionist to collect in the call. Can I get your name? Can I get your email address? And what issue or question do you have? And then you're just going to tick the box that says receive an email notification and turn on the transcript. Save. Who can do that? I can do that. Now, we also have an advanced mode. Who's feeling spicy? Who's feeling like we want to spice this?
I'm talking to you. I always feel spicy when I talk to you.
Right? We're spicy around here. We're grown-ups, and we're going to take this to a whole other level, and we're going to press the advanced mode. Let's go to level epic. Why do we want advanced mode, Mario?
You know, advanced mode, Sarah, allows us to do a lot more nuanced prompting. And what I mean when I say that is we can really fine tune the language, we can fine tune the verbiage, we can fine tune the training. And there's also a lot of other features that are available that aren't available in simple mode. So it's a little bit more work. You have to think about what you named your agent. You have to think about the, re-putting in the business name. There's some different things. So let's do Content Creator Pro. This is Laura, a dedicated customer support specialist at Content Creator Pro.
And by the way, Content Creator Pro, this is just the placeholder we're using for like the company name. So this means at your business name, all right? And this is going to help this agent say, hello and welcome to Content Creator Pro, Mix Boat Company. Welcome to Sarah Cordner. This is where we are basically taking a really simple bit of information, training day for your receptionist, which lasts all of 7 minutes. And you're just going to say to them, this is who you are. This is a little bit about what we do around here and how we serve our customers. And these are the things I want you to ask. And here is how I would like you to end the call. Now, FYI, because we're epic, there is already a bit of pre-prompt in here for you that you actually don't really need to tweak or muck around with at all. All you need to do is just tidy up the name that you want them to say in terms of the business and how you want the call closed at the end. But this template, this base template, is already in here for you to use.
Yep. And the cool thing about this, Sarah, is you can add up to 1,600 words into the prompt, which means you have a lot of information you can feed it. You can talk about product specifications. You can talk about shoot times and locations and addresses and all sorts of things that you may need in your day-to-day operations as a coach or content creator. All that information can be programmed right into here in this prompt. And again, it's so simple to use. Now, you don't really need to edit a lot of these items. Some things I would do is maybe talk about the different offerings. So we offer coaching, video production, and overall marketing guidance to small and medium-sized businesses in Australia.
And just while Mario is putting this demo in the background here, anyone who's done more than 2 minutes of training with me will know that I always tell you on your website pages and in all of your email campaigns, there should always be something like a PS first name. Here are the X ways that I can help you get X result. And you would list, my book a one-on-one call with me. You can join my coaching program. You can join my membership. You can buy my book, blah, blah, blah. You list all of the ways that you can serve your customer. Again, on your website, I am this person. I'm an expert in this thing. And here are the 5 ways that I can help you get X result. And that's where you have a book a call. This is where you have your calendar link. It's where you have your coaching program and you list all the ways that you can help people. This is exactly where you also want to pop this information on a very basic level. I would say something in my bot like, Sarah Cordner is a course creation specialist and a tech expert. She helps people, experts, create their courses and set up their tech. Here are the 5 ways she helps people do that. With a one-on-one, here's a calendar booking link. In a coaching call, in her coaching program, here's the Legends Lab link. In one of her boot camps, here's her events page. And by her special one-day services where you can go to her house for a day and drink champagne in the hot tub at the end of the day. Bing, here's the link for that. So when people start asking questions in the call, like, hey, I want to create a course, like, what are the ways I can work with Sarah? The bot's going to be able to go, here are the ways that you can work with Sarah. Which one are you most interested in? Great, I'll take that note and get her to get back to you. Thank you, bye. So you can see here how all these things that we're doing in our business, the PSs we're putting at the bottom of our emails, in the web page on our services, right at the front of our home pages, letting people know how we can serve them. In your link pages, your link trees, again, that is a template available in Techmatics. You're clearly listing to me all the ways I can help you. You're also making sure that you're training your staff and now your AI staff with this information of how you serve people also. All right. So what are we doing now, Mario?
So what I'm doing right now is I am adding some templated information and I'm collecting some tools in the field. So I'm collecting some information that the tool is going to populate that field. So I want email and name. Those are the 2 things that I really need to collect in order to be effective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an email right here and I'm going to do email of the caller and I'm going to add an example, mario@aldiuse.com, and I'm going to save this. Now what I've done is I've been able to now collect the email and collect the name of the caller. And it was as simple as that to collect that lead information. I can't tell you, Sarah, how many times I've listened to a voicemail and really struggled with understanding what the customer said because maybe they spoke too fast or the call was choppy. But the cool thing with the AI is because it reads it back to the customer, it gives them an opportunity to correct it and make sure the information's accurate. So what I did here is I adjusted my prompt a little bit. I tweaked everything to be more efficient, and we've set it to update a contact field. Now, let's say that if we qualify that lead and they are willing to give you their first name and email, I want to transfer it to you. I put in the call transfer tool. I put in the number that we want to transfer it to, when the transfer should take place, and what to say before the transfer. It's as
Now,
simple as that.
FYI, if I can jump in here, we've had actually a question come up in the Techmatics Facebook group about,
Sure.
if I'm using a business number, but I want my voice receptionist, my AI agent, to forward the call to my personal mobile number once the bot's qualified them. This is exactly what you do. So
Yep.
just back a step, if we can close that screen there. All Mario's done is underneath the instructions for the AI agent. If we can just close that screen there, Mario. All we've done is press the option. What do you want to happen at the end of the call? Do you just want to update the contact records, which is how I've set my bot up at the moment, which is the one that's currently selected. But Mario's selected there, well, maybe we do want to transfer that person from my business number to my personal mobile number if the AI agent has identified that this might be a super hot lead and maybe Sarah does need to answer her phone. Yeah, so we've got the
Exactly.
call to answer option. We also see there's an option for once the call has been hung up by the AI agent, would you like to trigger a workflow to go off? So perhaps, as I used an example there before, somebody said, I want to create a course with Sarah. I want Sarah to do it for me. I want her services option. We could trigger a send a quote workflow right here. So as soon as that AI agent has hung up, it's going to trigger the quote workflow, which is going to send them an email and say, hey, thanks for contacting me. My AI receptionist has let me know you wanted a quote. And here's the quote form to fill out. And then the rest of the stuff happens automatically. As soon as that quote form is filled in, it then sends the quote from the proposals and contracts area. It follows them up until they accept or decline the quote. And the possibilities with the workflows are endless. Now, at the moment, I'm just getting mine to update a contact record. And I'm actually going to start using this as a lead generation technique, because when people see from your Google business profile that there's now a phone number they can call, that your AI agent is going to answer, and that your AI agent is going to collect their details from, and that your AI agent is then going to make a contact in your system, well, boom, my friend, you're growing your email list without doing anything at all. That's pretty fun. Isn't it fun?
Well, you can even send an SMS recap to the customer of the call as well. And you can engage with that customer in a more, think about how you used to do it on a website with a chatbot. And how now we've evolved to using the SMS chatbot to engage with that customer over text message. You have that ability to do this right inside the system. It's so easy nowadays. All right, so we've got this all configured. We've got this set up.
Just to show everybody there, can you just do a little slow scroll through your prompt that you've got there, Mario, just to give people an idea of actually how simple this needs to be, just so that people can see there what they might pop in their own prompt, which, by the way, guys, you can edit this at any point. What I did with mine is I put in some very basic information, and I then just kept calling it and having random chats with it and asking random questions to see what it did. And when it answered something wrong, I just went back into here and said, if somebody asks this, answer it this way. And for instance, the first time I called my bot, it just hung up on me and didn't even say goodbye. So I had to go back in and say, when you end the call, please say, have a great day, goodbye. So you can just be really playful with this. You can't break anything, all right? You can go back in and keep editing the prompts that are in there. And the best way to work that with that is to just make it go live, and you can do test calls, which Mario will see in a second. So up on the screen here, you are going to be able to watch this recording later. Hi, if you're already watching the recording. You can pause this video and have a look at what Mario's put there. But Mario's opening my real bot right now. So this is my real receptionist. And I'll also just share with you the prompt that I've got in mine at the moment, which isn't perfect yet. Remember, it took me about 7 minutes to smash this together. So let's just have a look at how mine's set up. I've called mine Sarah's AI receptionist. And in this goals section where we're telling your receptionist what you want it to do, I've literally started it with you're friendly, warm, and kind. Okay, you give it a personality. And then I've said you're an AI receptionist. This is the language I've given mine, because as you will have heard when we did the test call earlier and I showed you a demo, she actually answered the call with, I'm Sarah's AI receptionist, because I've personally chosen to disclose that upfront with people, that they're talking to an AI receptionist and not a real person. So I've given her a name. And your job is to, and then insert that. For me, it's assisting my clients who are mostly this kind of person. And they want to do the following thing. And your goal is to gather their name, their email, and what issue they're facing, and then collect that data and match it to the right fields in the contact record, basically. We've then got some very basic instructions in there, which actually I didn't change at all from the instructions for handling the queries. That is actually your base template that's already in there. And then I've just basically, under the script area, just made a few very small tweaks just for my personal preference as to how I want my AI staff speaking to our customers. And again, this is being scrolled through very slowly, so you can come back, pause this, take photos, come back and watch it later, whatever you want. But this base script is already inside your agent goals settings anyway. So as we scroll down, you'll see that there's just some further instructions to your AI employee here as to what information you want to collect, how you want to collect it, and how you'd like to determine if they've spelt it correctly. As you heard in my demo earlier, it spelt my name wrong. I was able to correct it and make sure that it was all the right spellings. And then as we scroll down, we are just making sure that the staff member double checks they've got the right information. And as it finishes the call, how we want the AI staff member to close that call up. So, you might have a specific tagline you use in your business, like, hey, good day, have a great day, right? You can literally tell it to say that at the end by whatever prompt you finish the call closing information and instructions with. So as you can see here, all very straightforward. Most of it's already been done for you. All you've got to do is tweak and save. This is my actual set of instructions that's already working, already bringing me in leads, already collecting data, and already making sales for me. And it's only been on for a couple of days. Isn't that exciting? Now we can actually do the call me test. So you can see here over on your right-hand side, this is where we can do a test. So Mary, I think you're going to phone yourself, are you?
Yep. So I can remember how to make a plus sign.
So let's do another demo.
Yeah, let me grab my phone really quick. And actually, why don't we do it on your phone? Or actually, I don't know if I can do it on mine. Hold on a second, Sarah. I don't think I can use my phone and my hotspot at the same time. So what is your, well, actually, we're not going to give out your personal number on here. This is my personal number, but I'm not going to risk that one. So why don't you go ahead? I just tweaked the instructions a little bit. Let me give it a 1 through really quick. I just want to make sure I'm good. All right, now I want you to go ahead and call it again and let's see how it reacts.
Okay, so I'm going to phone. This is the public number that is now on my Google Business profile that was hidden before.
Hi there. Thank you for calling Sarah Cordner. I am Sarah's AI receptionist. How can I help you today?
Oh, hey there. Somebody said that Sarah's pretty epic at creating online courses. Do you reckon she can help me out? I'm not really sure how she can help me, though. Ooh.
To get you the best assistance, could I grab your first name?
Yes, it's Sarah.
Great name. Just to make sure I've got it right, your name is S-A-R-A-H. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Awesome, Sarah. Could I get your email address so we can reach out to you with more details?
Yeah, but look, just before I give you that, I just want to know that she actually is the right person. Can she help me create an online course about pet grooming?
Sarah is definitely the right person to help you create an online course about pet grooming. She's got loads of experience in helping people build courses across various topics. Now, could I get your email address so we can follow up with more info?
I'm just a bit worried. Like, is she a scammer? Is she gonna, take my money?
I totally get your concerns, Sarah. Rest assured, Sarah Cordner is a reputable expert in the field of online course creation. She's helped many people successfully build their courses and businesses. If you have any more questions or need reassurance, feel free to ask. Now, could I please have your email address so we can keep in touch?
Do you see how Sarah, do you see how it keeps coming back to asking for the email address and your first name?
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest and best features of this is it helps to keep the customer on track. And we really had to focus the AI's prompt to say keep the customer on track, because otherwise customers will ramble on for eons on a voicemail and just eat up your minutes and things like that. But one of the things that it does really well is it drives home every single time. It says, hey, this is my objective. I'm going to achieve this objective.
Yeah.
Now,
and so can you just show us in there the part of the prompt where you've reiterated to your staff member, your AI staff member, that it's very important that they keep coming back to the goal, which is to, in this case, get the contact information, get the email address. So this is again inside voice agents, and right at the top where you've got the purple bar here, it's the agent goals right at the very top there. So inside
agent goals
right there, inside the prompt here, you will see ask for the email twice, and do not proceed until you have asked for the email at least twice.
Yep. And you can write that out to be indefinite. I mean, you can really make it, whatever you want. And the great thing about these prompts is that if you just save them in a Google Sheet, a Google document, you have the ability to look at your prompts over time. And then, Sarah, I want to show you something really cool that we also just released, is this function right here. This one is a call that's going to fine tune the AI. So you have the ability to thumbs up and thumbs down it. Now, what fine tuning means is that you're actually providing valuable feedback to that AI to be able to better check the quality of the calls, and it will actually improve off of this. Now, you can read the transcript. So this is how it understands the transcript. Now, again, this is already posted to your customer note. This has already been emailed to you, but inside of your actual prompting, or your prompt and agent goals area, you're able to really easily see that information. You can even listen to the full recording if it was posted on here. And you can see the summary. Caller inquired about Sarah's bootcamp recordings and pricing. Agent collected the caller's name and email, assured them the team would follow up and remind them of the time zone difference. Call concluded without the caller having further questions. So you get that summary, you get the transcript, you get the recording, and you can fine tune it all from that one simple area. It's so easy to use. I mean, one of the even better parts is, someone asked me the other day, well, what if I have a human receptionist during the day, right? Your executive assistant, your human receptionist, you have the ability to set the working hours for the agent to be specific.
So for instance, it's only working at nighttime when the real human staff are asleep.
Exactly. So this simplifies that annoying thing, that after hours voicemail that you get, that's always such a pain in the behind. And this completely solves that problem for you.
That is absolutely incredible. Who here, we've got people in the chat saying this is a game changer. Again, can you just drop a comment? Who looking at that thinks, oh my God, I can actually do that. Like, that is easy. How easy is that? Now, I remember a year ago when voice agents just started, there was a lot of complex zapping and connecting and coding that still had to be done for this to work. You literally can now just turn this on with a drop down within a matter of minutes. Yeah, we're getting people saying, yeah, this is easy. I can definitely do this too. So first of all, we have had a couple of questions coming about pricing. Can I just ask, if you had a full-time employee, what the average full-time receptionist wage would be in your country? Now, in Australia, the average receptionist is on around $48,000 to $60,000 a year. That's the average receptionist income. And I am telling you now, it's not going to cost you that much when you turn on your AI staff member on Techmatics. Now, we are still playing with the pricing. We've got a little trial on there at the moment. This is going to be an add-on feature on top of the base subscription. And the reason why is because with AI behind the scenes, we do have to pay for every AI generated communication. So there is a cost involved. Now, we're playing at the moment whether we do a pay as you go, where you pay just like you do with phone calls and SMSs. You literally just pay the costs directly for the AI usage. Or we are also considering, and don't quote me on this just yet, but we are trying very hard to make this happen, a fixed rate of just $150 a month for your AI staff.
I thought we weren't supposed to talk about that. You
I
promised me you wouldn't
can't
share it.
I'm in trouble. He was like,
Yeah.
Sarah, don't say the pricing until we've sorted it out.
Well, it looks like you guys got, potentially have access to this early bird offer that's really going to be a meaningful difference. I mean, compared to paying for usage, that flat fee of $150 is insane. I mean, that is just such a value.
A month for a full-time AI employee. It's an absolute game changer. Now, by the way, just to make this even sexier, that isn't just for the voice agent. Oh no, Spaghetti-O. There is a lot more inside your Techmatics account than that is going to be included in that bundle, including up-to-date, new and improved conversation AI. Stick with me. What does this mean? Imagine if when somebody messages your Facebook DMs or your Instagram DMs or your Google business profile or your WhatsApp or your SMSs or your live chat widget that also comes for free in Techmatics, and your conversation AI agent not only can reply and have those conversations in text form, but can also book appointments for you, sell for you, and so much more. Now, Techmatics has been able to do this for well over a year. However, we've just dropped a few upgrades in there that make it way more customizable, can put way more training information in there, and it is going to blow your pants off, my friends. I'm going to hand back to Mario because he's got even more cool stuff to show you. Drop in the chat who wants more AI stuff. Put AI in the chat if you're like, yep, I want to know more. We want more. Yes, we do want more. Let's go.
All right, let's go. So this is the conversation AI. So just like Sarah was saying, one of the big challenges that we face with Facebook DMs, which, oh my gosh, I get so many DMs, Sarah. I don't know about you. I can't imagine what it would be like to be beautiful and smart. I'm just smart. I'm not remotely beautiful. But, you must get hundreds of thousands of DMs. You know what? You don't even have to ever worry about those anymore. Now with our AI at Techmatics, you can totally respond to those DMs, qualify leads. You can even vet the people in the DMs to filter out who is the right person that you need to be talking to, or if they're just wasting your time. All of that can be done with our Conversation AI V2. It's so freaking epic. Now you can see here that we've loaded up Sarah's website. What that means is it's trained itself on 272 pages from Sarah's website. That is astronomical amount of information. Then
can I just jump in right here? Right, guys, you train your bot by giving it your website URL. Who can copy and paste their own website URL?
Right,
Me.
exactly.
And you know what it does? There's that little purple button there that says get data. And that goes over to your website and it crawls it all and it learns everything in seconds. It knows and reads every blog post you've published, all of your services information, all of your contact information, all of your courses and upcoming workshops that you've published on that domain. It learns everything that's published on your domain by you sticking your domain in the domain hole. You've now trained your bot, but there's not just that. Let's say you do have some really complex questions that only a person can answer. Well, not anymore. Down here. Let me hand back to Mario.
Oh, you're totally fine. I was just going to say that you're exactly on the right track. That this is exactly what you're able to do. Provide that really nuanced Q&A information that if you have, like, let's say a specific question that a customer asks and you're in the medical or dental field and you need to be able to respond to that question with 100% certainty, you put it in the Q&A. And then when you ask the bot the questions, it's going to factor in that Q&A as the first source of information. And then secondly, it's going to go to that website training and uploaded links information. Now, this training material is applicable to all bots, so that is something that's important to notice. But all that means is that it's able to understand and aggregate that information across different bots in each individual account. So let's ask it a question.
I have a question.
Sure.
So hang on a minute. Did you just say, Mario, that we can have more than one bot trained in more than one business inside our one Techmatics account?
You can.
What? So, my friends, as you may or may not know, you can connect unlimited domains to one Techmatics account. So, we have a lot of people who have multiple passionate entrepreneurs, right? I know you, I see you. You've got more than one thing. So, you can add all these different domains. And you can then create a different bot that's trained in different businesses. As an example, I've got one client who is a coach, he's a leadership coach. But he also has a charity, and he has connected the charity's domain and his coaching domain to one Techmatics account. And he has trained 2 bots, but in all of the information, and it's scraped both of their websites so that when anyone contacts him through those channels, guess what? The bot knows how to answer the questions for both of those businesses and point them to the right websites.
Exactly, which means that you have the ability, just like you said, to train it on multiple businesses so you can actually sell this to other people, can't you, Sarah?
Yes. So this gets exciting. Now, we do have a lot of marketing consultants and coaches and people who are in the marketing space. So, become an affiliate of Techmatics and sell them your services where you can help people train their bots inside their Techmatics account. We highly welcome you to build a business around serving Techmatics customers. It's great for me. It's great for the customers we're serving, and it becomes part of a business model that you're offering too. So you've seen how easy this is to set up AI voice agents inside Techmatics and how easy it is to create actual bots that have full-blown conversations and point people to your services, your products, and your calendar. Now imagine offering that as a setup service to people in your field and say, hey, I can set up voice agents and chatbots for you. Here's my Techmatics affiliate link. You get paid on recurring revenue for life, and you're providing an amazing service to people for an income that serves us all and makes a better difference in the world.
Sarah, you brought up a really good point, right? That you're able to benefit from working as a Techmatics affiliate and supporting people in the Techmatics space. But you know what? I got a problem, Sarah, and that problem is I'm confused. I'm really confused about how to work on this. For some reason, I'm just not understanding what I should put in the Q&A. What would you recommend I do, Sarah, in order to better understand how this AI works?
Love it. So let's put our screen back on stage here. Now, I want you guys to think about what are all the questions that you've ever been asked? What questions are constantly going in your email inbox? What questions constantly go into your DMs that people are asking over and over again about your business? And they're going to be usually a same bunch of questions being asked in different ways. What services do you offer? How much does it cost? How long does it take? What tools do I need? Blah, 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 blah. They're going to be asking these repeating questions over and over again. Now, the other thing you can do is go to your ChatGPT, your own bot that you have made of yourself, and simply say, based on everything you know about me, list the top 10 questions that you think my audience might ask me that I can use in my frequently asked questions section. And it's going to tell you a whole bunch of questions. Now, I just recommend that you keep an eye on those questions that are being asked in your inbox, and you're going to use them inside this training area in conversation AI. And you're going to use this bot goals and this bot training sections to add in as many questions with their specific answers as you feel desired to add. But here is the new bit. Those of you that have been using this for a while, this is the bit that's new. So Mario can just show everyone where you got into this section at the top here. We're in conversation.
Yeah, sure. It's
AI.
under bot goals.
Yeah. We used to have bot settings and bot training, but now we also have bot goals. This is the part that's new. So those of you who already have a Techmatics account, go to your bot goals area, and Mario is going to tell you what he's added into my system to make this epic.
Yeah, so one of the cool things about conversation AI that you can't do right now in voice AI, but we are releasing that roughly December, January timeframe, is the use of custom values inside of the AI. So this means that you're able to easily change your prompt without having to go edit your bot constantly. So you can simply click that custom values option right there, and you have all these different opportunities to leverage information inside of the training data, from the personality to the intent to the additional information. All of this really nuanced stuff is now custom field and custom value and trigger link capable. It's also able to book appointments for you. How cool is that, right? You can pick the specific calendar, you can send the booking link, you can actually set it to book the appropriate appointment. You can set a pause once it books the appointment. There's tons of stuff you can do. You can fire workflows to send quotes. You can collect information. You can update custom values and custom fields. You have tons and tons of stuff you can do in here. And the great news about this, Sarah, is that it's just so easy to use that it comes pre-built out of the box. I mean, you don't even really have to edit this very much. Now, some things that I did edit where, for example, I added information about who you service. I added information about your coaching programs. I've added different goals information. I've added different URLs. There's all kinds of different things that have been added into these prompts that just arm the bot with more information. You can't really give the bot too much information. Now, if you do get stuck for whatever reason, you have this prompt guidelines button up here in the top right, if you can see that. When you click on prompt guidelines, it's going to tell you exactly how to create your prompts. It's going to tell you better, worse, all of those different things, how to use Markdown, how to put the different spaces and the dashes and the writing styles and all these different things. You can even get this bot to tell jokes. It's great.
By the way, I am quite liking the training bot response over there. You know, I think it's pretty accurate. I'd give that one a thumbs up personally.
Yeah, I did. I had to give the bot, you know, a little bit of a treat because it answered properly. So I wanted to make sure. And you guys saw that. That was in bot training. I just added that not 2 seconds ago. I said, yep, Sarah's smart, beautiful, sexy, and hilarious. And what does it do? It does the exact same thing right back to me. So again, this is for that really nuanced information about your business. But I mean, think about it. Now we've talked about voice AI, we've talked about conversation AI, which, by the way, applies to Instagram, Facebook, Google Business, SMS, chat widget, live chat, all these different options this one applies to. Okay, and you set it on autopilot and it just runs. As soon as someone messages you on one of these platforms, it will take over and do exactly what you've instructed it to do in bot training and bot goals.
Now, just so we can show everybody this in real life, would you like to go to my Facebook business page, my Sarah Cordner business page, and let's actually message her and see what happens. And I'm going to show you the no hands trick. And we're going to go and find Sarah Cordner's biz page. And it is not the top one. And pages, not that one. Nope. You need to find pages. If you click on the pages results on the left-hand side, pages, and there she is. That's the one. So business page, as you saw behind the scenes there, we've connected our business page, and let's send her a message. We've got some prompts there, but let's just pop in something simple like, hey, when's your next boot camp? I don't know. See what it does. Now, I've programmed mine to respond after 2 seconds. And you can choose if you want it to be instantaneous or if you want it to reply back. But boom, what's it said there? Here's all Sarah's free stuff. Amazing.
Yeah, it even gave links. Now, let's say, how do I book an appointment? Give it a second.
Again, I've programmed mine a little bit slower. Boom.
Yep.
Book an appointment, Sarah.
Responded right there with how to book an appointment.
Guess what's on that page? My calendars from Techmatics. So this takes them to my main contact page. And obviously they're being followed behind the scenes on the contact record. There's my phone number that my bot now answers. And boom, there's my calendars for Techmatics. So we can click on book a 30-minute call with Sarah, and that will open up my booking page where they can pay me and book a call right there. All done, hands off by a bot. This is a game changer, but with these new goal setting intents and the customizable prompts that we can provide, this conversation now gets more accurate than any human you could possibly ever have in your business for a fraction of the price, and you only have to train them once, and they work 24 hours a day. It just gets better. Who's excited? Type excited
I'm
in the chat.
excited.
I'm excited. But we've got more. Wait,
We do.
there's more.
But wait.
What else have we got, Mario?
Man, Sarah, we've talked about how to handle inbound leads. We've talked about how to qualify customers and book appointments. But let's say that you've got leads in the system and you need to nurture those leads. Wouldn't you think that you'd want to personalize your messages to those specific leads? Like, let's say that their dog's name is Ollie and they love making videos about course creation, and they love making videos about content generation, and they love making videos about using Technatics. And you want to tailor fit that content to them. Well, guess what, Sarah? We can do that now.
OMG. Hang
Yep,
on a
and it's
minute.
a simple.
Did you just say we can collect some information about our people, and that could be by asking questions from the AI agents? Maybe they filled in a form, maybe they've done a survey or a quiz, and then we can completely and utterly personalize the entire customer journey experience that each customer has?
We can, 100%. We can even make it move things around in the CRM. I mean, it's pretty crazy what we can do. But all you have to do is click this little button right here. So let's go ahead and go start from scratch. I'm going to go create workflow, select a recipe, and we're going to hit lead nurture using GPT history.
Oh, lead nurture. So we're going to just show that again. That went a bit fast for some people.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to hit
automated
workflows.
Create a workflow, select a recipe. Oh, look, it's been done for you.
And you have more than one GPT opportunity inside of here that you can use AI for, that's going to personalize every single message. It can even recommend products. So let's say that you offer a low ticket item, and then you have a medium ticket and a high ticket offer, and you want to recommend those products at a certain period of time to the client. Guess what? You can do that using AI, and it's totally going to personalize it on every detail about that client, because it's reading their information in their contact profile. Isn't that epically amazing?
No way, Jose. So we're going to click the recipe lead nurture using GPT history. Now, just to throw another little on the over here, can we, by any chance, Mario, connect our own GPT clone bots that we've made in ChatGPT?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked that. There's tons of options in here about how you can create your own information. You can add system instructions. You can use history. There's so many different things that you can do inside of here that just make it incredibly, incredibly easy. Now, I recommend using GPT 4.0, right, which is the newest model. And yes, soon, very, very, very soon, you weren't supposed to tell anybody, you will be able to connect your own assistants.
What? So we can, if we've trained our own GPT and we've trained it in everything we know, all of our knowledge base, we're going to be able to connect our own bots to these workflows too.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And we can, yep, it's pretty amazing. And there's even one, but wait, there's more. You have the Eliza AI appointment booking bot, and you have conversation AI built into the workflow, where you can add conditions and all sorts of things and channels that you can use, and basically do very advanced configurations on these bots to be able to craft the perfect workflow and automation, the perfect lead nurturing sequence, the perfect product recommendation sequence. And you have the option too of using different models. So you can use ones that are faster, you can use ones that are a little bit slower, or you can use ones that are maybe the newest bleeding edge technology. Now, we are going to release ChatGPT 01 here shortly, which is going to be a total game changer. But in the interim, GPT 4.0 is definitely the model people should be using.
Now, can I just jump in here to get some clarity on this? Because we've got brains blowing in the live chat here. People are like, OMG, wow, this is exciting. So let's just take it back and do a bit more of an example to help people understand the power of this. So, for example, in this recipe that we have pre-made for you, the example trigger is that somebody's filled in a form. So maybe that form is your opt-in to a lead magnet. So for example, I might have a lead magnet out there on how you can grow your business. Let's just do a really simple example that we can all understand here. So they've opted in to my freebie. Now, let's do my actual example with my business, the Legends Lab, right? There are loads of different streams of my business you could go down. Somebody might want to create a course. Somebody might more be interested in business coaching. Somebody might more be very specifically interested in setting up their tech. They're all quite different streams. At the moment, when people come into my business, they go all into one big welcome sequence and everyone gets the same information, even if not everyone's interested in the information that's in those emails. So how about we now click on this next step, which is GPT powered by OpenAI. This is where we could maybe start a conversation. Is this right, Mario? Where I could say, for instance, hey, first name, thanks for opting into my free thingy. Now,
Yep.
I'd love to get to know more about you. What are you most interested in out of the following? And then I could say something like planning your business model, getting more organized and systemized. Option number 3 could be setting up your tech. Option number 4 might be creating courses and products. Option number 5 might be becoming a professional speaker. Basically, I start asking questions about what are they most interested in. From there, the AI that you've now trained in this section will be able to say, okay, cool. Well, then you're actually going to be more interested in this welcome sequence, which is all about tech.
Yep.
If you click tech. And do you know what, first name? Sarah has a course on this. Here's the link to that particular course. So we're customizing not only the emails they get, we're customizing the products that gets recommended to them. We even can start having chats or text-based consults with these people on autopilot to better find out more about them and how you can serve them, and doing the sales as well.
It can even read responses. It can summarize text. It can do all sorts of things. I mean, literally the options are limitless. So you can analyze the sentiment of the text. So you can determine, let's say if you're having a conversation with a customer and you can detect frustrations using workflows, you can summarize those conversations. You can translate the content into different languages. I know that was a big thing earlier. You were asking about having an Australian speaker. Obviously that's, a variant of English, but let's say that you're interacting with someone who speaks Vietnamese and they're texting you in Vietnamese and you want to be notified in English. Guess what? You can do that using these GPT workflows.
Wowzers. Wowzers. So can you just, for people, most people are seeing this for the first time ever, Mario. So can we just have a little bit of a look there at this particular recipe and just see what is in that prompt area and what do we need to know, be aware of, think about, or just understand about these different sort of recipes that people can play with the recipe to begin with before they get fancy pants?
Absolutely. So you want to provide it with some more context, right? So for example, this first item in the recipe is talking about a webinar, right, for Legends Lab. Now, the webinar is for the Legends Lab, hosted by the wonderful, smart, beautiful Sarah Cordner, who is based on the Gold Coast of Australia. Now, it's going to include this context that I've provided it. It's going to include that context in its responses. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So all we have to do in the welcome email is we just have to actually put in the GPT response little custom value, which is going to appear right here in custom values under GPT. So again, you go to the little custom values price tag icon or tag icon. You'd scroll all the way down to GPT and then select the GPT response. And that would be what you place in this email body. So you can have it create snippets of text. You can have it create the entire email. or you can have it just change or translate a few words. It's totally up to you. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to wait a day.
Exciting.
We're going to wait a day, and then we're going to send a follow-up email. And the second email is going to include a link to the instruction video on how to attend the webinar. So again, we've provided a little bit more context. We probably want to put an actual YouTube link in here. We want to talk a little bit more about the business. So, out of where the conversation AI and the voice AI were really, 3 to 5 minutes out of the box kind of thing. Workflow AI is a little bit more complex. So it is for you guys who've stuck around this long. You're probably more advanced users. You probably know more about how to use workflows and automations. So that means that you're going to be able to go in and customize these prompts really easily. This history information means that it's listening to every response and everything that it sends out, and it's iterating and compounding on that information over time. So it's saving you time and energy in rewriting the prompts constantly because you've enabled history. Isn't that cool?
I am absolutely mind blown with the kinds of possibilities with this. So we are just to again clarify for people who this is new to, in this sort of ChatGPT powered prompt that we're putting in here, is this now essentially rewriting the email that comes next for this group of people?
Sure is. Yep. It's doing exactly that. It's rewriting the emails, it's rewriting the text messages. So every message that you send out to a customer is truly personalized to them based on the information ChatGPT has available to it. That's a really powerful offering. That means that it's going to seem more human, it's going to feel more personalized, it's going to mention their dog's name or their birth date or something like that. It's going to give a lot more context around what the information that it gives your customer when it sends them an email or a text message. And to be honest, it's way better than I can do it.
If a customer now replies to this email, we can also get the bot to pick that up too using the intent and detect reply. Is that what we're saying here?
Yep, you can use another workflow to actually take those replies and compound it off the first workflow.
Wow. This is next level. So
I'm
we're going to essentially get to a point. He's not done. But we're basically essentially already at a point whereby we don't even need somebody managing our inbox anymore.
It's true. It's very true.
And it's only going to get better than that. This is next level. But he ain't done yet. Oh, he ain't done yet.
Yep. All right. So this is, you see this big beta tag at the top, everybody. That means that Sarah's going to yell at me for showing it to you, but this is the last thing I have to demo for you guys. And probably this is one of my favorite features. I've been working on this for some time with our team. And what this does is I hit describe workflow. It's as simple as that. And what this is going to do is this is actually going to analyze that entire workflow for me. It's going to tell me what it's doing. It's actually going to analyze the prompts inside of the individual actions, and based on its interpretation, I'm able to better understand what it's going to do. Look at this, Sarah. It totally just explained my entire workflow to me. Now, guess what I can do with this? I can drop it in an SOP. I can put it in a Google Doc, and I can share it with my virtual assistant, with my team members. So if anyone ever has any questions about my workflow, instead of me having to summarize it myself, I just hit this little download button right here, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It has saved it to my desktop.
Incredible. It just keeps getting better and better. Now we've got here, you can see you can type in a message. So with this, Mary, is this where we could say something like, how could I improve this workflow to sell my coaching program?
You sure can. So let's do that. We're just going to go ahead and let it respond really quickly.
Cool. So we'd say, suggest ways that we can improve this workflow to make more sales at the Legends Lab.
And what it's going to do now is it's actually going to read my workflow, understand it, and then it's going to, in 3, 2, 1, it is going to give me more information. I can add additional touch points. You know what? SMS reminders. This is a great tip. Offering early bird discounts. Another great tip. These are the things that we pay tons of money to coaches for. We now have access to this, and marketers for. We now have direct access to this via the AI, and we call this workflow AI. Isn't that epic?
Unreal. So you don't even need to understand workflows to be able to create amazing workflows. So again, just to show people where you found this, you went into a workflow, Mario, and it's that purple button on the bottom left of your screen that has a little AI purple symbol. And
Yep.
you click on that and you can say, please explain this workflow to me. What does it do? What's its purpose? I don't understand the GPT-2 prompt section. What does that mean? How can I improve it to sell my X product? And it's going to tell you and coach you as if you have Mario literally sat on your desk with you. Oh my gosh.
Not only that, but there's more.
Oh, there's more.
You actually have the ability to add actions directly into the workflow right from here. So I can go in and I can say, okay, I want to add this workflow action right here to create a contact. I want to add a workflow action to add a contact tag. It recommends where to put that step. You select your tag and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, you're done.
So it had recommended labels for where to improve your workflow and even recommended what action should go there.
It builds the workflows for you, essentially.
This is next level. Who's excited?
I'm excited. I know I'm really excited. I love AI.
I just can't believe it because we are still on the absolute forefront of this happening. So FYI, guys, Techmatics is actually built on a platform that many of you will probably have heard of. It's called High Level, also known as GHL. That's the base software that we're built on top of. And then we've added on all kinds of add-ons and customizations and plugins to make it GHL on steroids, basically. And of course, it comes with all of our in-house support, our twice a day daily training calls that you get for free, and the 24/7 support that you have on live chat and so much more. But this is a company on the base level that's enabling us these features, these APIs, these add-ons, these codings, these native things that they're adding on to be the first tech companies to have this software ever. And it just makes you wonder, when this is this new and it's happening this fast, can you just imagine where our businesses are going to be in another 12 months' time? I mean, I think we're going to reach a stage where people who are using AI are going to have the most unlimited capacity to scale going. As a business who's been operating for 20 years, to simply do a fraction of this stuff would have been at least 4 or 5 full-time people on Australian wages of around $80,000 to $120,000 a year each, and all of the stress and expenses that come with managing staff. The fact that businesses today don't have to go through that agony that the rest of us that have been around for a long time had to go through just makes me go, it's so unfair. You lucky little sausages. Do you know how lucky you are to have this? And I know it's scary. And I know that you might think I don't understand anything. Please be assured, neither does anyone else. Neither does anyone else. This is brand new. So if you're sitting there scratching your Swede thinking, oh, I'm so behind, please remember, you are the first people in the world seeing this full stop. So you are so not behind. Secondly, there are almost 8 billion people on planet Earth, and only 4 billion people have access to the internet whatsoever. So already only half of the world has the internet. You are ahead of 4 billion people just for simply knowing how to use the internet and being able to access it. Of those 4 billion people, there is less than 1% of them even aware of using or in any way engaging with AI. And of that 1%, you're the first people to see this at all. So please think you're behind. And that's what this community is for. Mario has shown me stuff today in my own company that even I didn't know about. That is how new this stuff is. So
and we're continuing. We're continuing to work on it, Sarah. You know, one of the things that we're doing, and I'm going to share this little tidbit, is we're actually going to power this up with the ability to generate images, social posts. Oh, you know what? But there's more. I guess I should share my screen again. I forgot one of the critical AI pieces. I'm sorry. Hold on a
No.
second. There's more AI.
Stop
There's still
it.
more AI. I'm going
Stop
to
it.
AI you guys to death. Let me share my screen really quick.
Who wants more? Who wants
Yeah.
more?
All
Who
right.
wants more? We want more.
All right. So let's go into our funnels and websites and go into new funnel and do bam. Do you see what that is, Sarah? It's funnels generated by AI. Want to see how simple it is? Should I show them or should I let them? Should I just tease them?
So hang on a minute. Are we saying that we can go to websites and funnels and then create a new funnel and then use funnel AI, and AI is going to make a high converting funnel for us?
100%. So just as simple as it was to build out that chatbot in 5 to 7 minutes, it's only 30 seconds to create a funnel. So let's call this Sarah Gordner's Legends.
Or let's do a Black
Lab.
Friday offer. Let's create a Black Friday offer. We've got Black Friday coming up in 2 weeks' time. There we go. Let's see.
All right, we're going to select an industry. Did you know that a Barth dealership is actually a car dealership? I had no idea.
Never
I did
heard
not
of that
realize
word before in my life.
Yeah, neither had I. So we're going to do
Coaching, life coach. Yeah, business and coach company. Oh, no, bus and coach. I'm not a bus and coach.
I was going to say, I didn't think you were a bus and coach company, but let's do life coach. So let's select that. I want to generate more leads, right?
Oh, yeah, I do want to generate more leads.
And do you want it to be funny, sarcastic, professional?
I am pretty funny, to be fair. So I think we need humorous, you know.
All right. And then all we have to do is hit generate, and we just sit back and wait. Now it takes about 30 seconds. You got to remember, it's got to write copy. It's got to come up with images. So it's going to source images from around the web that you can actually use in your funnel. It's going to make the structure of your funnel. It's going to create everything that you need and build you a totally unique experience right from the AI. Zero effort required. I mean, you could do this in my sleep.
Happening now? Well, our little thing is here. You're going to have to get yourself a cup of tea, maybe a nice little cheeky biscuit, screw the diet, sweetheart, because this thing here is building a funnel. FYI, when I started my business, a funnel page used to cost on average of $5,000 to $15,000 a page, and it would take 6 to 7 weeks for it to come back. Now, we can press a button here in Techmatics under the funnel section, and it is now writing our copy. It's creating all of our pages. It's doing all of the imagery. And guess what? It's doing it in the editable builder. So if it does anything we don't like, we can what? Edit and change it. This is mind-blowing. Now, FYI, while this is loading, congratulations to Susan, who's already turned on her AI receptionist, and it's working whilst we are still on the call. This just goes to show how amazing this is. Now, I've had another question come in from Louise, who said, can we use the brand style from your website look for this? Or is it just going to, I think at this stage, it just generates a pretty standard page, but you can then use your brand board, which are now, if Marion, you'd show them where their little brand boards are at the very top there. This will, you can put in your own, oh no, that's cookies. Sorry, I thought that was brand boards that we have up there.
No, brand boards are in here, so I don't remember where it is. Hold on a second.
But you can use the brand boards to, I think you have to be clicked on an element, don't you, to open the brand board?
Yes. Yeah, you can use your brand boards once you get in here and edit the funnel, just like you would normally. But what this is doing is really the structure is the hard part for most people. This is creating a high converting funnel structure wise. And there's something called the psychology of conversion optimization. And this follows that logic. So when we were putting this together, and I work very closely with the full AI team, when we were putting this together, I actually taught them about conversion optimization. And we designed every single one of these funnels and prompts to go top to bottom, left to right, and to have engaging, appealing information for all different buying personas. So it covers all of that. It's so easy, Sarah.
Oh my gosh, this is insane. So again, this is the structure that's important, but of course you can use AI for the copy to edit it further. Can we not, Mario?
You sure can. And it's as simple as open Chat GPT or Hey Levi. It's so easy.
Amazing. So again, saving so much time in just that structure. And you guys have seen, we're not going to do page building today, how easy it is to move these structures around, change it, edit it, change the colors, change the fonts, change the style, change the layout. Absolutely everything is all drag and drop and nice and easy. But as you can see right here, we can add a new funnel step and do the exact same process, create a new step, and then tell the system we want a thank you page. All right. And it's going to generate a thank you page that will come next in the funnels. FYI, I have a free training called Funnels on Fire, which teaches you how to make amazing funnels. And I've even given you sales page templates and prompts for your chat GPTs. Go to sarahcordner.com, click on the free stuff section, and you'll be able to see the Funnels on Fire access just there. We are running out of time. Is there any one more thing that you wanted to show us or talk about today, Mario? I think that's enough for today.
I think I've given them more information than I was supposed to, but I wanted everyone to know that Techmatics is the leader in AI. We are the leading provider because there is still more AI. There's image generation that we do. There's social media content generation that we do with AI. There's tons of AI features built inside of Techmatics that you're not going to find really anywhere else. And it's all in one consolidated tool. It literally cannot get better than that.
And this is only the beginning. Now, I know this can be overwhelming, so a couple little tips for you to get help. The first place is always the bottom right of your Techmatics account. There are live agents there 24 hours a day who are there to help you. So you can get live chat support 24 hours a day straight from on your main dashboard. The second way you can get help is you can actually hire our staff. You can hire our tech experts. Go to the support page on our website and go to hire a tech expert. And from just $50, you can get one of the tech experts to help you set this stuff up. So please don't think you're by yourself or you've got to try and figure this out on your own. That's exactly why we allow you for $50, an absolute bargain, to set up employees for you and help you get these things done behind the scenes for just an hour at the time as and when you need them. Absolutely incredible session, Mario. I am blown away. My jaw has dropped 1,000 times. We have a replay of this. This is recorded. The best place for you to instantaneously watch this replay is over on the Techmatics Facebook group and or the Techmatics Facebook page. And we will also be uploading this recording to the Techmatics YouTube channel as well. So there's plenty of places you can go back and watch through this again. Mario, you are one of my smartest, amazing, most intelligent people I've ever met. You teach me something new every freaking day. And for that, I'm amazed and really grateful. Thank you very much for being up at past 1 o'clock in the morning to share all of this with us today. Everyone, massive round of applause and thank you to Mario Aldeas. We love you so much. You're the best. You are epic. Thank you.
I love you guys too.
Love you more than everything. And guys, if you do want to reach out to Mario, let us know in the comments. He will come back to the comments thread and say hi to you all so you can connect with him there as well.
Absolutely. I am in the Facebook group, so let me know if you have any questions. Yep, I'm in the Facebook group. Just go ahead and tag me, Mario Aldeas. Happy to answer them.
Love it. So in the Techmatics Facebook group there, you can tag Mario if you've got any AI-based questions at all. Very generous of you, Mario. Thank you very much. For all of you watching, happy days, happy nights, and remember, happy tech-in. Love ya. Bye. See ya.